Hello, everybody. It's Frankie, your University United Mrs. 2025, and I'm excited that we are on episode 15. I just never felt that I would have so much to talk about, but I am really enjoying these segments and just talking to you about my opinions when it comes to pageantry. It's been really fun, to say the least. Please ensure you like and subscribe so we can keep this party going, is what I always say. But as we go into today's not competition, Lord goodness, as we go in today's segment, we're talking about finding your tribe, finding that support. I feel like I've definitely alluded to this in different videos that I've recorded since following coming up to this one, but it is so important for you to have a tribe. Pageantry can be so difficult in a way, like mentally and mindset when you think about it, because you are, going on stage and being judged by anywhere between like 3 to 7 people that don't know you. Um, you do your best to meet the criteria of that pageant so you can do your best, but sometimes someone's better. And when that happens, it can be very draining because a lot of times when you lose, when you don't win, you think you lost, right? So like you think you like bombed the points, all the things, right? When in reality, sometimes you can literally lose by 0.3 points, less than a point, right? That does happen. So I definitely highly encourage you to ensure you get your feedback and scores so that way you can start to have some constructive criticism on how you can improve. But that's another story for another time. This today, I really want to talk about the importance of establishing a very strong tribe. And that comes from your sister queens. It comes from believe it or not, your competitors. They can be very supporting, believe it or not. I remember my first pageant, like getting back into pageantry, was Tennessee USA, Miss Tennessee USA. And I was lucky enough to have been voted Miss Congeniality amongst my peers. And that meant a lot to me because I like to think of myself as being very kind and very nice. And I remember one of the girls, she I need earrings, I need a mirror. And I was like, I got earrings, I got a mirror. She's like, I need a new dress, I got a dress, like um that kind of thing. And I remember she pulled me to the side and she was like, girl, you were given like big sister energy. And granted that everyone backstage isn't going to do that for you, but there might be that one person who just is overly kind and wants to support you in that way. So allow them, let that person come into your tribe. I know for me, I feel like when I see something in people, I want to be a part of their tribe, especially when it comes to pageantry. For me, pageantry is just something that can open up so many doors and create so many opportunities that I don't want anyone to feel left out because they don't have that tribe. I will be that person for you. I will be the first person in your tribe. Also, people in your tribe are the obvious. If you're married, your spouse, your mom and dad, sisters and brothers. So family is a very important one of your tribe. The people that show up for you, they drive those hours to come see you compete on stage. That is definitely your friends who come out of town to fly in to see your pageant, your friends who, when you ask for that money or those humanitarian things, if you're doing community service drives, those people who show up and support you in that way, your sponsors are a part of your tribe. If they are giving you products and services at no cost to you, those people are part of your tribe. And these people are just really, really important, especially like when it comes to like services and products, right? So if you have someone who's going to support you and address give you a dress at cost, a free dress, a discounted dress, that is very important because that pours money back into your pocket, so that way you can put it towards travel, hotel rooms, things like that. If a coach is going to provide you services, that is very very important. Shout out Launch Prep, as they were my interview coaching, and we also went through wardrobe as well this time around. And I definitely would say they were a big part of my tribe. And I, won my national title, and I definitely would give them kudos. So if you're looking for a coaching service, I definitely would encourage you to look into Launch Prep because they are amazing group of women. Also, to friends that you may find along the way. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before too. I signed up for a mock interview, and one of the interviewers, she saw something in me and actually reached out to me behind, like, through Facebook, and we've been friends ever since. And full circle moment, she actually assisted me with, picking out my dress. Um, that I actually won in. So, like, that means a lot. My husband is very supportive. He comes to all my pageants. There's probably, I can't think of one he's probably even missed. He comes to everything. He's so supportive. Even when he doesn't want to, even when he doesn't want to, he still is supportive. He takes my photos for me. He videotapes my content in terms of my videos. Is so supportive. Of course, my mom and dad are very supportive. Driving the 6 hours to come see me. They've come and saw me lost, come and see me not win, and this last time around, they've come and see me win. So, like, these are people in my tribe that mean so much to me. My sister queens are my tribe. They push me along. They assist me with content. I assist them with content. We support each other. We are a very tight knit group. Even my sister queens from the year prior, most of us still keep in touch and just support each other through our wins, and that's just so important. But just to circle back to being in the mock interview, someone seeing something in me and then reaching out to me, that kindness has encouraged me to do that to others. So when I see people doing things that I think are amazing, that I think, you know, like, can I be a part of their tribe? I have reached out. I have reached out to them. Like, I was watching a live stream and saw a girl who caught my attention, and I was able to find her mom on Facebook, and I reached out to her and I told her, I'm a part of your tribe now. Whatever you need, I got you. So, I've judged, and I've, seen girls who've had some potential, reached out to them. I'm a part of their tribe now. So I hope this video will inspire you to step up and be in somebody's tribe. Because as I said, pageantry can be very mentally draining. In terms of, like, you feeling like you're constantly being compared, especially if you are a serial first runner up. And I know that the first runner ups can chime in and be like, girl, I can relate. It becomes mentally draining. So that's why it's so important for you to know your why. Share that why with your tribe. So that way, when the why is beginning to be muddy and you're not really seeing it clearly, your tribe can reinforce that why to you, because you've explained it to them in detail. The win is not always the crown and sash. Sometimes the win is just that improvement to yourself. And we have to remember that. That's why mindset and is so important when you go into a pageant. And so, I mean, I've actually seen that service, like mindset, where they teach you about how to create a mindset. It's so important. And I mean, you might think of it like that's a crazy service, but, like, your mindset really has so much to do when it comes to your mental stability. So I hope I've encouraged someone to reach out to somebody and be in their tribe. Or if you're still looking for your tribe, I hope that I've opened your eyes to some people maybe you didn't consider that could be a part of your tribe. But we're coming to time, so I really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. All right, everybody, bye bye.